من الشيطان الرجيم ولا تطرد الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم صرفا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
कल आपके साथ के दौरान आज इंशाअल्लाह हिजरत हबशा के हवाले से गुफ्तगू होगी. We are talking about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's precious life, and we've covered many aspects, and now we have reached the hijrah toward Habasha, Abyssinia or Ethiopia. So this hijrah under the command of Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took place in the 5 Bi'asad, or you can say in the second year of making Islamic mission public. Because for 3 years Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam kept the mission hidden, and on a private basis he invited people toward Islam. But after 3 years he made the Islamic mission public, and he started inviting people publicly. So second year of the public invitation, or you can say in the 5th year of Bi'sa. In the month of Rajab, this hijrah took place. And the choice of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for the place of hijrah was Habasha, which in our time is called Ethiopia, and it was also called Abyssinia. Why Habasha? You all know the background. Why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ordered his followers to migrate from Mecca? Because of the deadly persecution. Kuffar and mushrikeen of Quraysh, the enemies of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they started killing the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the beginning they were just accusing them of madness, magic, all this stuff. Then later on they moved forward and they started killing the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's companions. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to some extent was quite safe, even though Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam went through immense sufferings, physical sufferings, tortures. But after all, he was supported by mighty leaders such as Abu Talib, and then Hamza joined his tribe of Hashim. They were very strong, and Imam Ali also by that time had reached maturity. So at one side Abu Talib, the other side Imam Ali, and then Hamza, all other great individuals from Banu Hashim. They were supporting Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the tribe of Prophet Muhammad, Banu Hashim, was one of the strongest tribes. So because of the tribal influence, Prophet Muhammad was quite safe. His life was at least safe. No one could think about killing him. But other Muslims who joined Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and as you know, most of the early Muslims, those who responded to the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in regards with Islam, in regards with truth, majority of them were poor, slaves, poor and destitute. And this is unfortunately, this has been the trend throughout the human history. Whenever the voice of Haqq was raised, first people who responded, they were poor. And usually, But I can say always, the rich people, the wealthy people in general, I'm not talking about exceptional cases. In general, they refuted the message of truth and they rejected it and they challenged it and they tried to extinguish the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This has been the trend in whole human history. And the verse I recited in the beginning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَلَا تَطْرُدِ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ. What happened is the followers of Islam in the early stage, most of them were poor. Quraysh, the wealthy and rich people of Quraysh, they didn't like them. They were devouring on them. They were depriving them of all their dignity, including their human respect, their rights. So, in fact, Kuffar Quraysh and Mushrikeen, the wealthy and rich people, they were subjecting them to all sorts of tortures to make themselves richer and richer. So when these people joined the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it was extremely hard for them. And they demanded the Messenger of Allah several times, almost like, "O Muhammad, if you want us to join you, to sit in your company, you must remove all these poor people. We do not like them. And if we sit next to them, it's against our status. People will mock us, people will laugh at us. That we, the Ru'asa, the leaders of Quraysh, we are sitting with those people who are barefooted, those people who do not have luxurious houses, those people who do not have even shelters. So it will be against our dignity. Remove them from our presence, refuse them, reject them, then we join them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands the Messenger of Allah, وَلَا تَطْرُدِ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ. O my Messenger, do not be tempted of this proposal. They are not sincere. And do not remove any of your followers, irrespective of their social status, their financial situation, whether they are wealthy or poor, all are equal in the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The only quality which makes somebody closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taqwa al-ilm. وَلَا تَطْرُدِ الَّذِينَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُم بِالْغَدَاةِ وَالْعَشِيِّ يُرِيدُونَ وَجْهَهُ. These individuals who are rejected by the society, by the community, even though they are poor, but they are pious. And they love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is no franchise, no special right, no copyright of any individual or any community of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is for all. Allah has created all, Allah loves all, Allah is for all. And this is in fact the basis and the foundation of equality in Islam. And if you read, in fact, the traditions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to clearly say, and I mentioned one time, a few days ago, that you have the choice whether you sit with poor people or you sit with wealthy people. The choice is yours. But if you ask me, I would instruct you, Prophet Muhammad used to say, to join the company of those who are downtrodden, those who are underprivileged, those who are deprived. Because if you always sit with rich people, with poor, with wealthy people, with those who are of high ranking, high status, it will bring hardness to your heart. your heart will become hard. Because these people, as they are affluent, they are very rich, usually this type of people, those who are living very notorious life, they are far away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They calculate everything on the basis of money. So, first of all, they will not give you any privilege. They will not respect you. And they will use you for their political agenda or for their money-making business. And once you are used, they will throw you. Use and throw. That is their policy. And secondly, as they always will be talking about materialistic gains, money, property, this and that, dunya, this will bring hardness to you. You know or you do not know. It will somehow influence you. In contrast to this, if you join the company of downtrodden people, deprived people, sick people, poor people, mazlumeen, mustadafeen, oppressed people, you will find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your hearts. And it will make your heart soft and more recipient to the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why Prophet Muhammad, Imam Ali, and all Ahlulbayt alayhi salatu wasalam, this is a common factor found in their precious lives. Yuhibbul masakin. All of them love poor people. And they enjoy their company. They side with them. This boosts their morale, gives them courage to face the challenges of their lives and tackle the sufferings. When they see that a rich person and a medium class person is sitting with them, respecting them, talking to them, pacifying them, this will bring a kind of comfort to their hearts, to the broken hearts. And secondly, what you will get is softness of heart. You will see this dunya and the miseries of this dunya from your own eyes. If you always live in Disneyland and always watch the glorious movies like they portray life in the movies, that will take you away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will fail to realize the other side of this dunya. You will always be focused on luxurious life, and you will yearn for that. You will desire for that. But if you look at the reality of this dunya, it will bring zuhd into your heart. That is the key of our success. So, in fact, these poor people, they had no refuge, they had no family support, no tribal support. So they were being brutally persecuted. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he hated war. He always thought about peace. That was the first priority. So in order to avoid any kind of war in Arabian society, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam chose the safest option. And that was asking his followers to migrate. And this migration of Muslims at that stage, in the early stage of Islam, the 5th year of the Bi'tha, the mission of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is another proof that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was peaceful. He didn't want any war. If he wanted war, probably he could confront Quraysh using his tribal force. The valor and dignity of Maula Ali, Imam Ali, Hamza, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam could start a war in Arabia. No, that was not his mission. So in order to avoid any kind of war, Prophet Muhammad asked his followers to just leave that area. So Muslims, in fact, in the 5th year of Bi'tha, they were ready to move. But now the question was where to go. Prophet Muhammad didn't ask them to move in outskirts of Medina. Prophet Muhammad did not ask them to move in any Arabian part. Why? It would be of no use, because whole Arabia was dominated by kuffar and mushrikeen. So even though Muslims left one part of the world, one part of the Arabia, but as they were in the other part, they were still in the full grasp of Quraysh. And Quraysh was very powerful, very mighty. They could go there and easily hunt them back. Prophet Muhammad didn't ask them to move to Iran. Why? Because in Iran at that time, Majus, Zoroastrians, and they were also a kind of kuffar. And particularly the Iranian king at that time, he was very rude and very arrogant. And he is the only king when Prophet Muhammad wrote a letter to him, and he saw the letter of Prophet Muhammad, he tore it into pieces. And when Prophet Muhammad heard about that, he said one sentence: he had torn my letter, and his kingdom will be torn very soon in the same way. And that was what happened. Just after a few years of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's demise, the Iranian king was thrown away, and Iran came under Muslim empire. Why Prophet Muhammad didn't ask his followers to move to Yemen? Yemen at that time was completely governed by Iran. It was under the protection of Iran. So if Prophet Muhammad had sent his followers to Yemen, again it wouldn't be any help. And the proof is that when Prophet Muhammad wrote a letter to Iranian king, Kisra, he wrote back to his representative in Yemen and asked him to arrest this new messenger of God and send him to me. So in fact, Yemen at that time was not a sovereign country, it was somehow a colony of Iran. So Prophet Muhammad chose Habasha, even though it was quite far. And Muslims needed to travel all the way from Mecca to Jeddah, because the port at that time was only Jeddah. Okay? And traveling through sea at that time was not easy, it was extremely difficult. But Muslims took the risk, because it doesn't matter if they die in the ocean, it was still better for them to die under the persecution of Muslims. So, and Prophet Muhammad also chose Habasha, because when he asked Muslims to move to Ethiopia, to Habasha, he said as a فإن بها ملكا لا يظلم أحدا ولا يظلم عنده أحد. Migrate to Ethiopia, to Abyssinia, because there rules a king whose quality is just. He never suppresses anyone, and he never lets anyone be oppressed in his presence. So move there, you will find peace and serenity. So under the command of the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the first attempt, 10 or 15 Muslims out of those 4 women, they took the risk and they migrated. And when Kuffar learned about their move, they immediately sent a group of people after them to hunt them and bag them and bring them back to Mecca. But fortunately, they found some traders trading boats traveling through sea, and they managed to purchase the tickets and get board. So when the delegation of Kuffar arrived, Jeddah, by that time they had departed. And then after a few weeks probably, or a few months, another delegation, this time a lot bigger, consisting of 83 individuals. They migrated the same country. And this caravan was led by Ja'far bin Abi Talib, the brother of Imam Ali bin Abi Talib, was 10 years older than Imam Ali bin Abi Talib. So this was in fact the migration of Muslims toward Habasha. 2 times Muslims migrated. One time in the first caravan, and then those people, when they settled over there, they received some sort of river probably. That river was spread by Mushrikeen to bring them back to Ethiopia, to Makkah. That the whole Quraysh, they have accepted Islam. So when they heard that news, they left their new country, Habasha, for Mecca. And when they arrived there, they found that the situation was the same, perhaps the worse. So some of them managed to go back in the second migration that was led by Ja'far bin Tayyab, Ja'far bin Abi Talib, and some of them unfortunately could not afford. And one of them who could not go back, Uthman bin Mad'un. Uthman bin Mad'un, he is one of the early people who accepted Islam. One of the first people who accepted Islam. Uthman bin Mad'un. Okay? And he was so dignified in the eye of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and Ahlulbayt alayhi salatu wa salam, that Prophet Muhammad, he is the first person, Uthman bin Mad'un, from Muhajirun, from Meccan people who migrated along with Prophet Muhammad to Medina, who passed away and buried in Jabal al-Baqi, Uthman bin Mad'un, in the second year after Hijrah, after the Battle of Badr. And Uthman bin Mad'un was so dignified in the eyes of Prophet Muhammad that when his son Ibrahim passed away, Prophet Muhammad buried him next to Uthman bin Mad'un's grave. And he said, "Oh my son Ibrahim, don't worry, you will join Salaf Saleh, a good and righteous person from the past. You have joined that great individual." And Imam Ali respected him so much, loved him so much, that Imam Ali named one of his sons after the name of this great individual, Uthman bin Ali. And Imam Ali used to say, "Innama sammaytu ibni bi-ismi akhi Uthman bin Mad'un." Imam Ali used to call him my brother. I named my son after the name of my brother, Uthman bin Mad'un. That was it. There are many other things. So, when Muslims moved there, they definitely Kuffar and Muslimin को खामोश नहीं बैठे. उन्होंने स्ट्रगल जारी रखा. उन्होंने भी दारुल नदवा, जहाँ पे चोर और डाकू जमा होते थे, वहाँ पे इज्तिमा किया. और वहाँ पे जमा होने के बाद ये तय किया, वहाँ पे जमा होने के बाद ये तय किया कि हमें कुछ करना चाहिए. और फिर एक डेलीगेशन तैयार किया और उसमें 2 लोगों को खास तौर से हेड बनाया. एक हमारे पास अमर Maula Ali Ahlulbayt कहा जाता है, the father of deceit, the father of deceit, Abu Bakr, Amr As, और एक दूसरा शख्स इन दोनों को अपॉइंट किया कि you go and deal with the judge, जो बादशाह था इथियोपिया का. जो इथियोपिया का बादशाह होता था उसको नजाशी कहा. उसका नाम नजाशी नहीं था, उसका नाम अबजद होता है और इब्न अबजद. नजाशी को भी इथियोपिया का किंग होता था, उसको कहा जाता था. जिस तरह से ईरानी किंग होता था उसको किसरा कहा जाता था, जो रोमन किंग होता था उसको कैसर कहा जाता था, और जो इजिप्शियन किंग होता था उसे फिरौन कहा जाता था. ये उनके टाइटल्स. तो बाकायदा तो उसको बहुत कीमती हदिये वगैरह गिफ्ट्स दे के भेजे कि जाओ और ये तमाम चीजें लगा के उसको देना पहले, और पहले उसको अपने काबू में करना, और उसको हमारी फ्रेंडशिप याद दिलाना, हमारी जो तिजारती डील्स होती हैं वो सब याद दिलाना. اور پھر اس کے بعد اس سے کہنا کہ ہمارے کچھ اوباش لوگ ہمارے شہر میں آ گئے ہیں اور ان کو واپس لینے کے لیے آئے ہیں، وہ ہمارے دین کے خلاف ہو گئے ہیں اور ہمارے آبا و اجداد کی سنت سے بغاوت ہے. اور خبردار میک شور کہ نجاشی ان لوگوں سے پورا کرنے پائے، جعفر طیار اور جعفر طیار کے ساتھ جو لوگ گئے ہیں ان سے ملنے لگا. تو یہ عمر گیا اور ان کی تمام مکاریوں کو، چالاکیوں کو، شیطنتوں کو یوز کر کے ہر طرح سے اس کو سمیٹ کیا، اس کو ڈبا دیا، ہر طرح سے اس کو قابو میں لیا. پھر اس کے بعد اپنا مدعا رکھا کہ ہمارے کچھ لوگ جو ہے باغی ہو گئے ہیں اور کافر ہو گئے ہیں اور یہ اور وہ کافر کافر ہو گئے ہیں اور وہ یہاں پہ آگے تمہارے شہر میں پناہ گزین ہو گئے ہیں اور تمہارے ملک کو، تمہارے ملک کی سیکیورٹی کو ان سے خطرہ ہے. ڈھائی مکہ ابو بکر اس نے ایسے الفاظ استعمال کیے کہ وہ گھبرا ہے. تو اس نے کہا کہ میرے دوست جو تم باتیں کہہ رہے ہو وہ سب ٹھیک، لیکن میرے عقل کا اور میری عدالت کا تقاضا یہ ہے کہ میں ان کو بھی سنوں، ان کو بھی موقع دوں کہ اپنی بات میرے دربار میں رکھیں. تو ان کو بلوایا گیا. اب جب ان کو بلوایا گیا جعفر طیار بحث بات بنو ہاشم کی فصاحت، بلاغت، حضرت ابن علی بہت بڑے مسلم ولی اور شاعر اور خود جعفر طیار تمام بیٹوں کو فصاحت و بلاغت آئی. حضرت جعفر طیار نے اس انداز سے اپنا موقف بیان کیا کہ بادشاہ ہم لوگ وہ تھے کہ جو بتوں کی پوجا کیا کرتے تھے، ہم لوگ وہ تھے کہ جو سال دوسرے سے جنگ کیا کرتے تھے. اس نبی برحق نے آ کے ہم کو جنگ و جدال سے روکا، اس نبی برحق نے آ کے ہماری زندگیوں کو تبدیل کیا ہے. ہم لوگ مردہ جانوروں کو کھاتے تھے، ہم لوگ عرب مردہ جانوروں کو کھاتے تھے، گندا پانی پیتے تھے. انہوں نے آج پورا اسٹیٹس ہمارا چینج کیا ہے، ہر اعتبار سے ہماری لائف کو امپروو کیا ہے اور ہم خود اس شہر میں، ہمارے اس ملک میں اتنے عرصے سے موجود ہوئے ہیں جو بہت بڑا. بادشاہ نے جشن جب ان کی فصاحت و بلاغت کو دیکھا، ان کے کانفیڈنس کو دیکھا اور جس انداز سے انہوں نے پریزنٹ کیا اسلام کو دیکھا، اس کے اندر اور طلب پیدا ہوئی. بتاؤ ہمارا دین کیا ہے، تمام ڈیٹیلز. اور حضرت جعفر طیار نے ہے خوشبودی کے ساتھ مسئلے کو واضح کیا. تو اس نے صاف صاف میرا سے کہا کہ تمہاری دوستی اپنی جگہ کے اوپر نیکسٹ ڈے پھر سوچا، پلان کیا بادشاہ کے دربار. اب کی مرتبہ ایک عجیب غریب اس کی دکھتی رگ پہ ہاتھ رکھنے کے لیے کہا کہ ٹھیک ہے وہ تم کو کنوینس کر لے گے، لیکن مسئلہ یہ ہے کہ یہ لوگ کرسچینٹی کے خلاف ہیں. جو کرسچن تھا یہ لوگ عیسائیت کے خلاف ہیں اور یہ حضرت عیسیٰ کے بارے میں طرح طرح کے فضول کی باتیں کرتے ہیں، حضرت مریم کے بارے میں طرح طرح کی باتیں کرتے ہیں. اس نے کہا بلایا جاؤ. پھر بلایا گیا حضرت جعفر طیار اور اب کی مرتبہ حضرت جعفر طیار سیدھے سیدھے کچھ کہنے کی ضرورت نہیں تھی. جو اللہ نے کہا تھا قرآن کریم میں سورہ مریم میں حضرت عیسیٰ کا اسٹیٹس، حضرت مریم کا اسٹیٹس، وہی انہوں نے قرآن کی آیتیں پڑھی اور کہا کہ یہ ہمارا نظریہ حضرت عیسیٰ علیہ السلام. تو تمام باتوں کو سننے کے بعد نجاشی نے جو اسٹیٹمنٹ دیا وہ یہ تھا کہ جو کچھ تم کہہ رہے ہو اس کی روشنی میں جو میں نتیجہ نکال رہا ہوں وہ یہ ہے ان هذا الذي جاء به عيسى يخرج من مشكاة واحد. تمہارا دین اور ہمارا دین، جو دین محمد مصطفیٰ لائے ہیں اور جو دین حضرت عیسیٰ لائے ہیں، وہ دونوں ایسا محسوس ہو رہا ہے جیسے ایک ہی چراغ کی دو لویں، ایک ہی چراغ کی دو روشنیاں. There is no difference. We are the same. اور پھر اس کے بعد میں وہ امریات وغیرہ، پھر اس کے بعد میں ان لوگوں کے اندر مدرجہ اور جعفر اور جو ایٹیٹی لوگ تھے کے ساتھ اذهبوا you go فأنتم آمنون. You are at peace. You are in full protection of Ethiopian government. Man sabbakum ghurib. Anyone who tries to capture you or to harm you will be punished. ما أحب أن لي ديرا من ذهب وإني آذيت رجلا منكم. If there is at one side a house full of gold and at the other side someone comes and judges me, allow me to torture one person of these 83 individuals I would reject the house of God and I would stick to my conviction. I would not let anyone to hurt you. اب ظاہر سی بات ہے اس انداز سے جب اس نے پروٹیکشن دیا تو ہم راز کے سامنے اور پھر اس کے بعد جو ہدیہ ہوگا تو پھر دوبارہ ہم راز چلا لیں گے تو سب واپس کر دیا تو کہا کہ مجھے تمہاری رشوت کی ضرورت نہیں ہے. اٹ از ناٹ ہدیہ نا وچ از گیونگ رشوت اینڈ آئی کین ناٹ ایکسپٹ دیٹ. اور اس نے کہا اب ظاہر سی بات ہے تو جواب آیا لڑکا ہے ان کے سامنے وہ آپشن نہیں دیتے. پھر اس کے بعد رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے اپنے خطوط بھیجے ڈفرینٹ کنگز کے پاس ڈفرینٹ سوورنس کے پاس جب اس کے پاس ختم ہو گئے تو پہلے سے اور اس نے حضور کے جواب دیا وہ ان کے ساتھ آپ اللہ کے رسول حکم دیجیے تو میں اپنا سب کچھ چھوڑ کے آپ کی بارگاہ میں حاضر ہو جاؤں اپنا جان کا نذرانہ پیش کرنے کے لیے. میں مسلم ہوں لیکن ظاہر سی بات ہے میرے اسٹیٹ کی جو سچویشن ہے اس میں فی الحال وہ حالات نہیں ہے کہ میں اسلام اوپنلی پریچ کر سکوں اس موقع کا انتظار. تو ظاہر سی بات ہے کہ حالات اسلام میں خدا اللہ تعالیٰ کی بارگاہ دعا سب کو دین حق عظمت اسلام اور اللہ سبحانہ و تعالیٰ کی کتاب قرآن کریم کو اس مہینے میں زیادہ درجے طور پر وہ دین جس میں مسلمانوں نے ہر طرح کی پرسیکیوشن فرسٹ مسلمز نے ان فرسٹ ایئرس آف اسلام مسلمانوں نے ہر طرح کی پرسیکیوشن میں رہ کے اپنے کلیجے سے لگایا تھا. پروردگار راحت و آرام کے دنوں میں ایٹ لیسٹ اس دین کی تعلیمات پر سب کو عمل کرنے سے پروردگار جو واسطہ اس دین کی پوری دنیا میں شہرت کے لیے پوری دنیا میں کامیابی کے لیے پوری دنیا میں بول بالے کے لیے اپنے آخری رہنما امام مہدی کے ظہور کا دین اور سب کو کے حوالہ انصار شمار فرمانا. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم. الفاتحہ خصوصیت کے ساتھ ان مومنین آج کی تاریخ میں نظام کیا ہے ان کی فیملی کے لیے